If I were to suggest that you play a key role in the awakening world, and that you are watching this because you have heard the call.
There's no background music, Scott.
We can start right now by opening our hearts and minds.
Well, hello, everybody. I just learned that we had a little bit of a technical glitch there. So we are going to start this all over again. So you guys get the whole thing, including music and all that. So let's try this again.
What if I were to suggest that you play a key role in the awakening world? And that you are watching this because you have heard the call. We can start right now by opening our hearts and minds. Welcome to the awakening world.
Good evening, everybody, and happy Valentine's week. Welcome to the Awakening World, our Saturday night edition. I'm Love Coach Scott Catamas. And despite all those times that I've started that video, I do apologize for forgetting to turn on the share sound. So thank you, Omashar, for always coming to my rescue. Thank God for Omashar. And thank God for all of you who are watching. We've got a really beautiful show tonight. Of course, you know, this is the Global Peace Tribe. This is the Awakening World. And tonight's show is going to go in depth into ways that we can actually create more awakening in our life. What does that really look like? How do we embrace our path forward? And I have a wonderful, wonderful co-host. You know, most of my co-hosts tend to be beautiful women, if you haven't noticed. But today it is a beautiful man. And it's my brother, John Raymer, who's my co-host today. And John he started with one magic canoe, but he's got a lot of magic canoes now going along with him. There he is. He's got the paddle and the little bird.
Yes, and he's married to a beautiful woman.
Well, there we might as well bring her on because she's right here. There she is.
Gosh. She's right in the awakening, right there. You can see it.
Absolutely. Well, Summer Joy is with us along with John. And we also
beautiful. All beautiful.
Thank you.
Love you, Scott. You and your community and our community. It's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing. Well, let me show people who else are going to be with us. And then, John, I want you to talk a little bit about the theme for tonight. We already talked about him, but there he is, our wonderful, magnificent Omashar, who makes all things happen and will be providing us with some music tonight. Kurt Kruger is losing his Global Peace Tribe virginity tonight. He is, this is his first appearance on the show as a presenter, and he's going to be leading our meditation tonight. So welcome, Kurt. And coming back is Anasuya Hallelujah. And we love her. And so it's great to have her back with us. And a couple of the amazing colleagues that work with John, Harry, and Dr. Tamsin. And so we're all going to be working with you tonight. And we have a very special guest, Karen Stewart, who I just learned has watched every single Saturday night show that we've done, going all the way back to April of 2020. She's only missed 2 of them. And so Karen is going to be with us tonight as part of our celebration of Martin Luther King. So we've got a really wonderful, wonderful show. And there is all of you, our audience, including Diara, who helped coordinate Karen's appearance tonight. So welcome, everybody. It's great to have you with us. And I'm going to go to you, John, for a moment. What are we going to be doing tonight?
Well, you were one of the partners in what we've just did last weekend for 3 days, Awakening to Humanity's Sacred Mission. This was amazing, and I don't know if you were there or if you weren't there. I'm going to speak as if you weren't, but I hope you were and you could still go back and see what happened. But Ben Bowler from Unity Earth, moved by Irvin Laszlo's call to our sacred mission. We said, you know what? It's so serious right now. Sure, we can do more online events, but we need to break some new ground. We really do need that awakening and remembering. And it happened. I'm privileged to tell you that I kind of got to play the role of pushing the boundaries. So not only were there great visionary voices, but there were engagement sessions. And we did this kind of reflective real-time feedback and surveys. And I got stuff to show you about who we are. It's like a mirror. I can't wait for you to see. And we've got 2 sessions tomorrow, 10 a.m. ET, talking Eastern time, and 6 p.m., where we're coming forward. We knew there would be a path forward, but we didn't know what it would be. So we said that this event was going to be embracing our path forward. And now I have kind of the preliminary findings that I'm going to share with you tonight in anticipation of these 2 sessions tomorrow. And the work of Brand Earth and the work of teaming up just jumped out during the symposium, and we're in the findings that we heard. So Dr. Tamsin, Wolley-Barker, and Harry Uvegi's here, as is Summer Joy. I mean, it's really, we're on a turning point. Thank God, because we really need to be. We know it. If we don't change our direction, we're going to wind up where we're headed. So the question becomes, how do we really change? And it's more than words. So we're going to go there tonight. How do we change our thinking? How do we change our speaking? How do we change our actions? And these new patterns that are going to create the uplift that we need right now. So I'm thrilled, and I've been up, and we've been in it. We were down in Borrego getting all this cooked up to share tonight and tomorrow. So, as you could tell.
I want to say a big thanks to you and Becky and Ben and the whole team. Last weekend, it was an amazing symposium. I kept getting pulled in. I kept thinking, okay, I really got to work now, but oh God, I want to see this one. I want to see that one. And really, I thought about 85, 90% of the weekend, and it was extraordinary. Each person speaking so from the heart, and providing such inspiration as well as wisdom. And I'm just so proud of our beautiful global tribe. And our global tribe comes under many names: Unity Earth, One World, Sign Network, Global Peace Tribe. But we're all one big family coming together. And I've said it many times, you probably have too, John. We are the imaginal cells of the butterfly finding each other to create the new paradigm. And there are thousands of us and probably millions of us all over the world that are finding each other. And it's a very, very exciting time.
It is. It really is. Thank God.
Well, we always start on Saturday nights with music, and thank God we've got our beloved Omashar with us. I'm going to turn it over to you, my friend.
Welcome, welcome, everybody. Namaste to the awakening world in the week of love. And let's do something. There we go. Ooh. And this one. I know it's all that you feel, and that it's hard to let go, let go, let go, 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 Again, that look in your eye. You do not believe in me. You'd rather live in your dreams. I've come to set you free. I am the lover you need. I hold my hand out to you. All I ask is your trust. I love you more than you know, and I love you, 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 I see you longing for home. You need to feel you belong, and that there's purpose to life. Come back
Wow, that was awesome. I'm going to go to gallery view, everybody. Let's give him some good twinkles.
Beautiful.
That was great, great one. Wow.
Yay.
And hey, everybody, you know, we can get all things Omar Shah at his website, which is his name, omarshah.com. Metaphysical musician, metapop. And I definitely encourage everybody to go down and get his albums by going to Bandcamp. Bandcamp is the most generous at paying their artists. If you buy albums on Fridays, as we recently learned, he gets
Some Fridays. It's once a month.
Ah, it's a once a month thing.
Mhm.
All right. Do we know if is the
Anyway,
first
they deserve money too because they're supporting us, so it's all good. Yeah.
All right, well, that's good to know.
And I'm waiting for them to have and you know .com, but I want it to be .calm. So
So I'm going to ask you next time we come up to share some of your thoughts about how we are embracing the path forward, because your voice, not just as a musical artist, but as a critical member of our Global Peace Tribe, is important. So just giving you fair warning, we're going to hear what you have to say about this as well. All right.
thank you.
All right. I am so pleased that we get to have Hallelujah Anasuya back with us tonight. And every time she comes onto the Awakening World, she's just lights up the stage with her passion, her wisdom. And this is a woman who's had an extraordinary life. She's had some very, very difficult things that she's had to endure and recover from. But you know what they say, for a great soul, if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger.
Yes.
That certainly is your story, isn't it?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, absolutely. And she's everything. She is a peace ambassador, part of the United Nations peace program. She works with people all over the world, whether it's in her local community or globally. And so, hallelujah, Anasuya, what are your opening thoughts to really kind of get us going with this vision? How do we embrace our path forward individually and collectively to create an amazing world?
Thank you for this wonderful introduction, as well as thank you for the invitation to be a part of this co-creation, this co-conjuring that we are doing together here in this holy circle. It is a pleasure and honor to be here with people I don't know, with people I do know, but on the soul plane, we're all cousins and sisters and brothers. So, hey, fam. What a good question. How do we move forward? I will have a very straight conversation with you all. And for you, those of you who don't know, I also, in addition to doing healing work with the arts, using theater, creative writing, and painting with people who've been severely affected by trauma and abuse. I also channel the divine feminine in the form of the divine mother. And most of the times it's the Black Madonna, but not always, because I have had visits from every faith that has a mother God. So she does not discriminate. She comes in everybody's flavor. So, so you may hear me share some of what she says if she pops through. I'll let you know that wasn't me, that was her. Okay, so because I do want her to speak on this, because I think our souls need a mother's guidance and a mother's wisdom. And honestly, has access to some of it, but she has access to all of it. So I hope she pops through. That said, I, Anasuya, the very human person, the person who is both a woman and Black in America, a woman whose people have known great oppression, domestic terrorism, occupation. It's for me, as someone very aware of history and a student of history and sociology and archaeology, it is very difficult to see again and again and again domestic terrorism, occupation, annihilation of people, be it in Yemen, be it in Afghanistan, be it in Congo, oh la la, South Sudan, Gaza, seeing this repetition of the disregard for human life and seeing how certain lives don't matter or some lives matter more. So it brings me back to this inquiry of what are we repressing? What have we been taught to repress from our culture, from our religion, from our spaces that says, because I can't have this, be it a full self-expression of our sexuality, full self-expression of our potential, of our genius, of our quirks and idiosyncrasies, whatever it is that's being repressed is coming out in very violent ways, because we can't repress who we are or pieces of who we are and think that 1/4 of us or 1/2 of us is going to be okay with the other half not being expressed. No, it comes out in violence, whether it is date rape, whether it's domestic violence and stalking, or whether it's going to shoot up people in malls and schools and concerts or at a parade. That violence comes out in war, because the parts that we've been taught to repress, we go along with it because we believe that there's something wrong with it, there's something dirty about it, there's something shameful about it. And because we don't reconcile that, we have to turn something else into a monster. Because that thing in us that we're not allowed to have or be or express is monstrous or ugly or wrong, then we need to, as human beings, well, we don't need to, but we do, find other people to be a monster, other people to step on, other people to beat up, other people to oppress, other people who are wrong. Not me, it's them. And this whole practice is being expressed all over the world. The rise of fascism, the rise of neo-Nazis, the rise of white supremacists, all the cousins, the rise of intolerance and refusal to see the humanity in the other. Is what we're going on, so that we feel okay to go bomb some other people because they're not us. They're pagan. They're the wrong religion. They're the wrong color. They're the wrong whatever. They're monsters. So the place to look is where have we been repressing our inner monsters such that we give ourselves permission to shit on others, to declare someone else a monster, to declare somebody else unworthy of life and of breath and of seeing tomorrow, of seeing tonight. Why are we okay with that? What part of us have we been trying to kill, squash, get rid of, erase? Because that is being enacted and outpictured in the world. And for me, it breaks my heart. And I thought my heart couldn't be any more broken after George Floyd, after each day of seeing the police kill innocent Black people. I thought my heart couldn't be more shattered. It's already, having to navigate walking out the house knowing that I could not come back, that I may leave and that'll be the last day I see. Most of you don't have that experience of life, but I do. But yet my heart is breaking more. It is finding new ways to shatter. It's finding new ways of my shattered pieces to shatter some more. When I see so many babies exploded, or working in mines, or being child soldiers, it breaks my heart. And I refuse to look away because they don't have a choice. They can't look away. They can't take a day off and say, oh, I'm going to go get some coal, some heat, and some hot food and some clothes. I'm just going to relax in front of TV and just forget about the war for a minute. They can't do that. So I force myself to stay aware of the inhumanity that is happening in front of me. And I ask us to do that too. The way forward is to not be in denial. The way forward is to own the part of us that we try to kill with not sleeping, with bad food, with disrespect, but the words we speak about ourselves, the things we say to ourselves. So many ways we are violent with ourselves. The way forward is to heal those parts of us that we were taught to hate, to despise, to not trust. Because we can't do that for somebody else. We can't see someone else's humanity if we're not seeing our own. If we are so sure that the other is wrong because of the wrong color, the wrong race, the wrong religion, the wrong language, the wrong culture, if we're so convinced of that, that is how we're talking about ourselves. The way forward is love. It's always love. But it starts with love of self. All of us, all that we are and all that we're not. All that we were and all that we never were. All that we never will be and all that we could be. Can we love us with our broken pieces, our damaged parts, our shameful parts, our regrets? Can we love us then? Because if we're able to extend that kind of grace to ourselves, there is a chance we can grant grace to a Muslim child, a Yemen child, an African child, an Afghani child, an Iranian girl, maybe we can see their humanity when we see our own. So let's start with self-love. Thank you.
Anastasia, I'm not going to let you go so quickly. First of all, I so appreciate you. It's funny, when I was putting the show together, because it was primarily John's people, but I tuned in and you came in and it was like, no, I really, for some reason, I felt the need to invite you to tonight. And now I know why.
Mm.
And because you speak of the pain that we need to acknowledge, and you know what you're saying about choosing to stay awake despite all the incredible pain that's going on in the world. And
Can you pin us both, Scott, so I can see you too?
yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. I'd like to see you as you're talking to me.
You know what? I got so absorbed in your own thing, I forgot to put myself on. Here we go. Here I am.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm wondering if you'd be willing to share with the audience what you went through and how you have managed to stay in such a open-hearted space.
Oof.
I know. You don't have to go there if you don't want to, but
No, I can do it. I just
I mean, when I think about embracing the path forward, you had to embrace a path forward physically, emotionally, and spiritually that most of us, thank God, will never have to go through. And so, if you don't mind.
Yeah, thank you for asking. One of the things that I've learned, of course, with hindsight, so I didn't know this in the moment, is that when no, because everyone has them. Everyone has gifts. And everyone has a call on their lives, but not everyone chooses to answer. And not everyone chooses to say yes. So one of the things the Course in Miracles taught me is that the saying that we have that many are called, few are chosen is actually incorrect. It's all are called, but few choose to answer. So those of us who have chosen to say yes to this call, we don't know what we're getting into. We do not know what yes means and how much yes comes with fire. And what looks like testing is not testing, it's just life happening, and how we respond can be perceived as a test. And I say that because the minute I started hearing voices that I knew were not strange, that were familiar, that was family, that was comforting, before I knew they were from the other side, before I knew they were on the other side of the veil, the minute I started hearing them at 6 years old, then I became a magnet for the forces that don't like so much light on the earth and don't like the divine or God sneaking in that way. Now, at six years old, I did not know what very horrible things were happening to me, but I do know that's part of the journey of the wounded healer and people who can channel the divine. We're not invisible to the, I don't want to say the dark forces, because their dark forces are beautiful to me, but we are attracted to the lower frequencies that thrive better when the light's off. So that said, I've had 4 near-death experiences, and the last one was a humdinger. I drove off the side of the road into a ravine, flipped the car 3 times, and died. And I have no idea how I was brought back, because I was on that road outside of Palm Springs in the desert at midnight, and there was nobody else on the road. And I did not call for help. But I do know I have a lot of angels, and I did hear that both my grandmothers came, and I do know that they made sure I got found. I was discovered. So shout out to ancestors. Our ancestors are our angels. Our angels are our ancestors. So I didn't save me.